What's your take on distribution and control? Eventually, you want to put a book out. So it's important that you archive and take care of and control your images, your work, your effort. But you also want to show some of what you're doing and share some of what you're doing for proselytization purposes. And it exposes you to a larger jazz photography community and just people who are fans of good images and good music. So you wind up making friends online, not just through your blog, but through photo services. How do you balance keeping control of your work and with how getting it out there and getting it across and reaching out to new people?
I'm still learning, in that respect. There are some things that I use, like I use Flickr, faithfully as everyone else. And I have photos there. And I also have my own photography website that's hidden away that I'm working on, to kind of get myself out there, trying to kind of develop my own portfolio as such of work, so that when people come and say, we want to see some of your images, so that they don't have to go through thousands and thousands of baked good photos, to find something on Flickr, they can go directly to a website that will bring them to that. But I think it's important to, whereas I understand you want to have a lot of control over your work, and it's important to have that control over your work, you have to use some of these online services as well, and put some of your stuff out there. It's important to copyright your stuff and stamp it with whatever you need to stamp it with whatever watchdogs out there that you need to put out, in order to protect your work and also to promote it.
Got a follow-up question behind that?
He's got to look.
Yeah. What has it been like being part of a larger community or finding yourself accepted as part of a larger community? When you travel, you wind up meeting people who shoot, who are fans of the music, and how do you handle being an ambassador of sorts?
I think it's pretty cool, actually. I think it's pretty cool because you perceive your work as one way. You're like, you put it out there and you're like, oh, it's okay. It's some pretty good stuff. And then to have the admiration of others who see your work and go, wow, this is really good stuff. Or have people contact you and say, we'd like to talk to you about using some of your work. That's really great.
You were mentioning how, the key to ensuring that the music is carried on with Generation Y and Generation Z into
Infinity.
What would a young jazz photographer's program?
Come on, little kids, we're going out and shoot some jazz today. No,
as a young jazz musician, we have the musicians, young musicians.
Yeah. I think that, that's something that I could easily see, participating in at some point in time. Just kind of, even if it's going into schools and talking about jazz and being able to have the photography data. I think that's a start. Or I think we talked about something one time, whereas you take a group of kids out, give them disposable cameras, and this wasn't so much just jazz. It could lend itself to jazz as well. We took them to a festival of some kind, or maybe to see a show of some kind, an outdoor concert that they could photograph as well, and be able to have them capture those images and come back and let's look at all those and maybe put a collage together of the images that they produce. I think that's a good way to. It's twofold. It exposes them to photography, and it also exposes them to the music.
Any other questions?
Exactly.
You spoke of wanting to take pictures at a festival, mostly, or wonderful festival. I have a good portrait book in North Sea this year. It was huge, it's overwhelming for you compared to the other way. And so how do you, I don't know if you go with other people who take pictures, but you know, there's so many good artists that are going on at the same time. How do you capture the true essence of the festival and all of the artists just being so?
What you have to do, and that's a great question. What you have to do is you have to focus. Monterey is a perfect example of that. You're running from room to room. You learn how to crawl. You learn how to, and that's learn how to crawl on your belly and take photos. Because you're sneaking in, and you're trying to be. I think I've seen photographers who are just totally disrespectful in the respect that I've seen one photographer at a concert that we were at one time, where he was almost like in the artist's face, just like sitting there with a flash and just flashing away, and it was just like, this is horrible, because that's something that the logistics of it, because you want to be respectful to the artist, most importantly. You want to be respectful to the artist. You want to be respectful to the fans, because those people paid their good money to come in there and see the artist. So I'm very focused about that and making sure that I respect the artists and respect the fans. But in deciding who, you can't see everything. You just can't. I mean, you'd like to, but you see as many people as you can, And what you do is you catch a little here, catch a little there, and then you just have to keep moving. And it's incredible, but you just keep moving. And actually, I shot over 2,000 photos at Monterey last year. I don't know how, but I managed to see quite a bit of stuff. I was actually surprised because I did manage to see a lot of stuff. It wears you out, but it's so much fun. It's so much fun.
Well, the interview portion shall now conclude. I want to thank everyone on behalf of the Jazz School for coming to see James Knox and to see Capturing the Moment and spend this afternoon with us. So thank you, and applause to James. Did you want to?
Yeah, I guess I'll say something real quick.
I'd like to say something.
Oh, sure.
If that's okay.
Sure.
I'd also like to thank all of you for coming, and I'd like to thank James and Cedric for being here this afternoon. I see James at every event I go to. There he is, including all of our events. And so one day I thought, well, gee, as long as he's here, why don't we have a showing of his work? So I'm just really pleased to have him. And also the bookstore just looks so beautiful with that. I don't want to lose those photos. Thanks again, and if you haven't paid for the event, just please step in the office and do that, and that'd be great. All right, so we'll see you again. We have a concert this afternoon. It's Howard Wiley in a tribute to Dexter Gordon, so if you're free, we'd love to have him come to that too. What time? 4:30. Doors open at 3:30. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. I'll be in the room, and we'll talk about photos.